Squares and square roots. So what is a square number? A square number is a number that is equal to a whole number times itself. For example, 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 is a square number. The term square number comes from the fact that if you have a square, its two sides are the same. So we have 5 here and 5 here, and the area of that square is 25 because 5 times 5 equals 25. Another way to write that would be 5 to the second power, or 5 squared, equals 25. Then the question follows, what is the square root? Well, the square root is just the length of the side of a square. So in the example to the right, we have a square and its area is 49. So we can work backwards to find the length of the side. So we use this symbol for square root and we put the number underneath. So we would read this the square root of 49. Okay, and that is equal to 7 because 7 times 7 would give us 49. How do we find the square root of a number? Well, we can do one of two things. We can use an educated guess and check, or, yet again, we can use prime factorization. Here we have the prime factorization for 225 using the branching method. You could use any method to find the prime factorization that you want, but I chose to use the branching method here. We get all the way down to the bottom, and here's our prime factorization. 5 times 5 times 3 times 3. And what we're looking to do is make two numbers that are equal to each other to be 225. So I can rearrange my prime factorization because of the commutative property, and I can change that to 3 times 5 times 3 times 5, and that just helps me put it into two groups of 3 times 5, and of course we know that that is 15. So we would say that the square root of 225 equals 15. As another example, I did 1,296, and we see down here at the bottom our prime factorization. I'm looking to put those numbers into two groups that are the same, and I notice that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2's, so I would put 2 of them in each group. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 3's, and I would put 2 of those in each group. So now we have two equal groups of 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, which of course is 36. So the square root of 1,296 is 36. And if I get stuck, I can always remember that I can make an educated guess. So if I need to find the square root of 196, I can remember that 10 times 10 is 100. And this is obviously bigger than that. I know it's even, so I know my square root has to be even. So I can try 12 times 12, and that's 144, getting closer. And then I would try 14 times 14 on the calculator, and that would be 196. So I know that the answer to my problem is 14. That's it. This is your review on your squares and square roots. You can always go back and watch it again, or do a search for some other videos on a site such as Khan Academy.